Good morning, friends. I'm Dr. Yogesh Sarode. I heartily welcome you all in this session. In the last session, we had seen the introduction of the lesson all about a dog by A.G. Gardiner and the background introduction of this author also. In this video, we will see the comprehension through reading. Please listen carefully. It was a bitterly cold night, and even at the far end of the bus, the east wind that raved along the street cut like a knife. The bus stopped, and two women got in together and filled the vacant places. The young woman was dressed in sealskin and carried one of those little Pekingese dogs that women in sealskin like to carry in their laps. The conductor came in and took the fares. Then his eyes rested with cold malice on the beady eyed toy dog. I saw trouble brewing. This was the opportunity for which he had been waiting, and he intended to make the most of it. I had marked him as the type of what Mr. Wells has called the resentful employee. The man, excuse me, the man with a great vague grievance against everything, and a particular grievance against passengers who came and sat uh, in the bus, in his bus while he shivered at the door. You must take that dog out, he said with sore venom. I shall certainly do nothing of kind. You can take my name and address, said the woman, who had evidently expected the challenge and knew the reply. I won't go on the top in such a weather. It would kill me, said the woman. Certainly not, said her lady companion. You have got a cough as it is. It's a nonsense, said her male companion. Now, in this part, we find that the conductor looks at the pet dog in the bus while he was collecting the ticket. There are two lady also. Conductor reminds that lady that she cannot carry pet inside the bus because that can trouble the passengers. But considering the surrounding environment, because it was a shivering cold that night, so she used to get down from that bus. But conductor is adamant. He sticks to his rules and insists the lady to get down if she want to carry pet with her. So there is some crisis. The conductor pulled the bell and the bus stopped. This bus doesn't go until the dog is brought out. And he stepped on to the pavement and waited. It was his moment of triumph. He had the law on his side and the whole bus full of angry people under the harrow. His embittered soul was having a real holiday. The storm inside rose high, shameful. He's no better than a German. Why isn't he in the army? Call the police. Let us report him. Let us make him give us our fares back. For everybody was on the side of the lady and the dog. Now, here it seems there have become two parts. One part or one side is of that conductor who is strict to rules, who does not pay attention to the care of the customers or travelers. And second part is of passengers. Second side is of passengers, including that lady having pet. That little animal sat blinking at the dim lights in happy unconsciousness of the rumpus, of which he was the cause. Conductor came to the door. What's your number? Said one, taking out a pocket book with a gesture of terrible things. There is my number, said the conductor imperturbably. Give us our fares back. You are engaged to carry us. You can't leave us here all night. No fares back, said the conductor. Now, from these words, which seems arrogant or of rude behavior, which passengers do not like. Two or three passengers got out and disappeared into the night. The conductor took another turn on the pavement, then went and had a talk with the driver. Another bus, the last on the road, sailed by indifferent to the abouts, to the shouts of the passengers to stop. They stick by each other. The villains was the comment. Someone pulled the bell violently that brought the driver around to the door. Who is the conductor of this bus? He said, and paused for a reply. None coming. He returned to his seat and resumed beating his arms across the chest. There was no hope in that quarter. A policeman strolled up and looked in at the door. An avalanche of indignant protests and appeals burst on him. Well, he has got his rules, he said genially. Give your name and address, that's what he has been offered, and he won't take it. Oh, said the policeman, and he went away and took his stand a few yards down the street, where he was joined by two more constables. And still the little dog blinked at the lights, and the conductor walked to and fro on the pavement, like a captain on the quarter deck in the hour of victory. A young woman, whose voice had risen high above the gale inside, descended on him with an air of threatening and slaughter. He was immovable, as cold as the night and as hard as the pavement. She passed on in a fury of impotence to the three policemen who stood like a group of statuary up the street watching the drama. Then she came back, imperiously beckoned to her. Young man who had sat a silent witness of her rage and vanished. Others followed. The bus was emptying. Even the dashing young fellow who had demanded the number and who had declared he would see this thing through if he sat there all night had taken an opportunity to slip away. Now, here at this point, the whole drama happens. The conductor is strict to his rules. The passenger, on their part, tries to persuade that bus conductor that some or other time uh, he will become lenient and will take care of the passengers, because outside there is chilling cold and it's the time of night. So when the policeman also came that time, bus conductor does not change his opinion. So the bus conductor seems of flat type of character. Meanwhile, the picnics party were passing through every stage of resistance to abject surrender. I shall go on the top, said the seal skin lady at last. You must not, I will. You shall have pneumonia, let me take it. This from the man. Certainly not. She would die with her dog. When she had disappeared up the stairs, the conductor came back, pulled the bell, and bus went on. He stood sorely triumphant while his conduct was savagely discussed in his face by the remnant of the party. Then the engine struck work and the conductor went to the help of the driver. It was a long job, and presently the lady with the dog stole down the stairs and re entered the bus. When the engine was put right, the conductor came back and pulled the bell. Then his eyes again fell on the dog, and his hand went to the bell rope again. The driver looked around. The conductor pointed to the dog. The bus stopped, and the struggle recommenced with all the original features. The conductor walking the pavement, the driver smacking his arms on the box, the little dog blinking at the lights, the sealskin lady declaring that she would not go on the top and finally going. So, uh, though that lady with pet uh, try to make drama that she is getting down or on the top of the that bus, but she also does not do this. She tries. Her intention was to mold conductor from his decision, but as we have seen, that conductor is adamant. He never changes his decisions. So he never mold the rules for the sake of passenger, because for him rules are rules. Rules once made should be treated like rules. But the reality is that the rules are made for the people, for the convenience of people. So they should be treated accordingly with the passengers. This is what the majority of the passengers think. I have got my rules, said the conductor to me when I was the last passenger left behind. He had won his victory but felt that he would like to justify himself to somebody. Rules, I said, are necessary things. But there are rules and rules. Some are hard and fast rules, like the rule of the road, which cannot be broken without danger to life and limb. But some are only rules for a guidance, which you can apply or wink at, as common sense dictates. Like the rule about the dogs. They are not a whip put in your hand to scourge your passengers with, but an authority for an emergency. They are meant to be observed in the spirit, not in the letter, for the comfort and not the discomfort of the passengers. This is the core sentence. You have kept the rule and broken its spirit. You want to mix your rules with a little goodwill and good temper. He took it very well, and when I got off the bus, he said good night quite amiably. And this is where the lesson ends. So, friends, we have seen the lesson reading part, it's a comprehension. Uh, in the next video, we will see the analysis part of this lesson. So, thank you. Good day.